People often argue over Android versus iPhones, but the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Hoppe Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well, hit it.
All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe, and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying.
What's up?
H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you for the next hour. You can always leave me a voicemail after the fact. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. I am currently at the top secret Ryan Hoppe headquarters for Hurricane Milton. I had to absolutely, positively evacuate from St. Petersburg, Florida, where I live. And this whole week, this whole month has been really, really weird. Because the problem is that my show is nationally syndicated literally across the planet. So the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the fact that I don't just record to Florida. I also record to other countries, other cities. So sometimes I feel kind of weird, promoting, here's the latest clip of me talking about some streamer online that totaled his nice car and everything is like going to crap in Florida. But hey, you do what you got to do. Now I'm going to give you guys some word of advice real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't watch the Weather Channel if you're not in Florida. The Weather Channel, and even to some points, I do believe in the local weathermen, but the local anchors and the Weather Channel, they live off of this. This is their Super Bowl. I mean, literally in Tampa Bay, there was a billboard that said countdown until hurricane season, which I don't really think is something you should be having a countdown to. I'm just saying, I'm going to give you a word of advice because I get texts from everybody because I'm from up in Chicago. Everyone's like, you okay? You okay? You okay? Yes. We're fine. So far. Ask somebody in Florida how they're doing. Don't ask the Weather Channel because they are absolutely, positively living off of the fear. And you know who I think is most affected from the hurricane? Is this cat right here. This was her last night when I'm evacuating at midnight. This is my cat, Luna. I recorded it. This is her, my cat. This is my favorite one. Imagine this in your ear all night. I didn't experience it because I was deep sleeping, but listen to this. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. She's a really pretty cat, so she kind of gets lucky that she's not ugly, but yeah. Oh, sure. Got it. Luna, who's going to win the election? Yeah, I think that was Kamala. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-494-6773. I don't feel like bothering people that don't like cats. Like my uncle, who is a listener of this show, is allergic to cats, and I'm afraid that somehow through the radio waves he's going to get a flare-up. Sorry, Uncle Phil. Don't you miss having a cat or not having one? You can have this. Oh, my goodness. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to get to Ron DeSantis in a second. I have a lot to say about him. But there's always the age-old debate about should you evacuate, should you not? And a lot of morning radio shows in other cities and all the late-night TV hosts, they make fun of the Floridians who are going to ride out the storm. Like during Hurricane Irma 7 years ago, I literally drove with my ex-fiance to Chicago and then got stuck because Georgia was shut down. And then a local morning radio show was like, you're going to miss my cruise. Because I couldn't get back to Florida. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is evacuating is not always the best plan. Sometimes you need to go to a part where it's not going to hit as badly. Because I'm not ever doing that again. But I did evacuate from St. Pete. I'm not evacuating Florida, but I did evacuate St. Pete. And the thing that's funny about it is I was at the kava bar I go to all the time, known as the chill room of Pinellas Park. And here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, is there is this guy named Rick. He talks and sounds like his name would be Rick. And I don't really care that I'm talking about him because he's talked about me behind my back, so bring it on, bitch. And I was talking to Rick. He just looks like your guy. His name's Rick. And he says to me, are you evacuating during the hurricane? I went, no. I'm going to be going to St. Pete, so I guess, or I'm going to Tampa, so I guess I am evacuating, but I'm not leaving Florida. And he goes, bring it on, Mother Nature. I'm not going anywhere. And that is the problem with Florida. Is if you have the means to evacuate, if you're an 80-year-old woman that uses a walker to go grab your newspaper in the front lawn, yeah, maybe you can't evacuate. But if you have the means to evacuate and to be safe and do the right decision, maybe you should do that. I just love it because then, like, they get stuck. Howard Stern's talked about this over and over. They get stuck, and then nobody wants to save them because they're literally in a do not enter zone. And then they're like, please help me. I should have evacuated. I should have evacuated. A lot of times people will ask me, how do you come up with what you talk about? The beginning show with your monologue is all over the place. I literally write down in a Google Docs. I have the Google Docs app, and on my computer, I have the Google Docs, so it connects to the same thing. Whoa, that's the future. And I literally write down what I'm going to talk about, and I save all the news clips. So that's how I do this. And what's funny about it is sometimes I'll be like watching a TV show, and I'll think about something, and I'll be like, I need to write that down, because with my ADHD, I'm never going to remember it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'll get to Ron DeSantis in a second. But I was listening to Florida radio last night, and most of the Florida radio stations did a good job at being live and local. Beasley Media Group, where I work at, we were importing Dennis Phillips, who is like the ultra famous weatherman in Tampa Bay. He's a legend. And I was driving when I had to evacuate last night. And I go through listening to podcasts of morning radio shows. Like, I don't listen to podcasts of like true crime. The only podcast I'll listen to that's actually a podcast is maybe Call Her Daddy, because I do like Alex Cooper. Not when she's interviewing the side chick known as Kamala Harris, but I like Alex Cooper. I think Call Her Daddy's good. A lot of people that listen to my show also listen to her. So the thing, though, is when I'm listening to, like, let's say The Woody Show, Howard Stern, old radio shows, I'll flip on the radio and I'll be like, let me see what's on the radio. And last night I was listening to a hip-hop station. And there's this thing called voice tracking where it's pre-recorded. Unless you're listening to a morning radio show, and even then a lot of times it's pre-recorded, most of it's not live. If you live in Tampa and you're listening to 102.5 The Bone, or if you live in, let's say, the Midwest and you're listening to Rover's Morning Glory, or if you live in Chicago and you're listening to sports radio, if you're listening in London and you're listening to Chris Moyles, I'm just talking about all the shows in all the cities I'm in. Those shows where they talk for a long period of time, those are live. But a lot of the, hey, here's the latest song from this artist, Sabrina Carpenter, right now, that's all pre-recorded. Last night around 12:40, I was driving on 275, the highway in Tampa Bay. And by the way, we've been recording for 11 minutes and 11 seconds, so make a wish. So I was driving down the road, and they're like, breaking news. And I'm like, oh no, what's going on? And they're like, Kendrick Lamar may not be performing this year at Coachella because Coachella is now kind of past its prime. Ever since COVID and things have changed, people don't want to pay $1,000 to see a concert. I'm curious about what the future of Coachella is. Right into a commercial about like a DUI lawyer. And I was like, first of all, you don't even have like an outro like, you're listening to this radio station that plays the same 5 songs. And then it's like you're so tone deaf that you're not even there. It was very weird. I was like, really? And radio, if you go to a radio convention, they're like, why is radio dying? No, let me get the scary music. All the radio executives that don't grow talent, they're like, oh no, what's going on? Why are young people not listening to the radio? The average listener of the radio that listens to talk radio is 58. The average podcast listener, 34. Why are they not listening to us? Even though we're playing the same 7 songs. And we have the most predictable talk breaks. And everything sounds so perfect and fake. Because it is. I've never been perfect a day in my life on this show. I'll be pressing the wrong button and doing everything wrong. But sometimes I think that's human. And you know what else is human? Is being Sydney Sweeney's dad. Oh, she's good looking. Oh, you know, she's also pretentious. But she's good looking. Shows off her boobs a lot. She has a scene that's literally on all the porn sites. It'll be on the front page. It's like a softcore scene she made in Euphoria. It's very off-putting. And supposedly it was either her movie or Euphoria, but they had like a premiere party at her house about 2 years ago, and her grandpa and her dad went, and so did her grandma, and she didn't tell her family that she was going to be naked in the movie. And supposedly her dad walked out after the movie was over, or after the scene was over. I was like, I would leave like during the scene, but I have been postponing talking about Ron DeSantis because I wanted to begin the show with positive vibes. I didn't just want to just go in, you know, and be negative Nancy. But Ron DeSantis, I will give him his flowers. He did a good job during COVID. Everybody wanted to move here. Every liberal state like New York and California, there were a bunch of tyrants. Everybody was laughing at Florida and that all you imbeciles moved here. So I was indifferent about DeSantis. I truly was. I couldn't tell if I liked him or not. But I saw something last night that I could not believe was true. Now, before I get into this rant, I want to specify to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that I am not a fan of Kamala Harris. I'm also not a fan of Donald Trump. This pisses off a lot of my listeners, but I'm not voting. I'm not voting for a career side chick that didn't earn anything, and I'm not voting for Donald Trump. His act is so 2016. It's so old. You see Elon Musk jumping up and down, having an autism flare-up. Let me make it about me. They're all a bunch of morons. So when I tell you this next headline, I'm not siding with Kamala. Because I made a video last week about Rob Schneider, and everyone's like, oh, you're just an anti-Trumper. I'm like, I'm anti-all politicians. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this headline right here absolutely, positively infuriated me. Ron DeSantis refuses to take Kamala Harris's call on Hurricane Helene. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is not taking calls from Vice President Kamala Harris after storm recovery just over a week after Hurricane Helene hampered parts of his state. A source familiar with the situation says he was dodging the Democratic presidential nominee because they seemed political. DeSantis aide said Kamala was trying to reach out and we didn't answer. DeSantis has been in direct contact with Federal Emergency Management Director Deanne Criswell. DeSantis denied that he refused to take Harris's call. He says, I didn't know that she called. I'm not sure who they called. They didn't call me. Their characterization that it was something that they did. It wasn't anything that anybody in my office did in terms of saying that it was political. You know what that is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? That is him backtracking. This guy has declined bills to help out infrastructure in Florida. Florida is doing an absolutely positively bad job of flooding, and everything's going to crap. And listen, obviously Kamala Harris is despicable. But Ron DeSantis, you're a little bitch for not taking her call. This is the same guy that some people thought should be president. He's too autistic to take a phone call from his rival. And you claim to be a man of the people. I'm Ron DeSantis. I'm here for you. I'm a man of the people. But talking to one of the rivals, I can't do that. You suck, bro. Yeah, you dealt with COVID. You did a good job. Whatever. That was going on a half a decade ago. What have you done for me since, you little bitch? Just being honest. You haven't done anything since. You have not done anything since, my friend. And it is everybody else's fault. It's never your fault. I've heard like when you meet Ron DeSantis, he doesn't even look you in the eye. I'm like, of course he doesn't. He's a bitch. He's a beta male. All the Republicans that are like, oh, Tim Walz is a beta male. Or this person's a beta male. Then you have Elon Musk jumping up and down like he's having an autism flare-up in a remedial class. And then you have Donald Trump looking at him in disgust. This is ridiculous. I love this meme I see every election cycle. And this is how I'm going to end the segment. If you think a politician cares about you, that's like going to a strip club and thinking that you have a chance with the stripper. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Coming up next is Hoppy's Inbox. And then we're going to talk about the girl that blocked me that I will only talk about you more, being Kayla Nicole, as she's going to be going on the Angel Reese podcast. That's not going to be a sassy anti-man podcast. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. You suck, Ron DeSantis. You're a little bitch.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Y'all now in tune with something beautiful right here. Something epic. This official. Matthias, let's make it. Look, I was being a nice guy. I leave that to them dudes that shoot hoops. I'd rather roll through in a new coupe with chicks that get 200 to do shoots. Rolling a shooby doobie while we listen to smooth grooves. Dude, I tried to told you I'm hot like magma and keep them stashed up in the Dodge Magnum near the stash of the Magnums. Never know which one I'ma use. Right there I got a couple people confused. Cause I never lose and I never snooze. Pop shit and I pop this shit, knock you out of your shoes. I shut down crews and rock tailor-made suits and Louis shoes. It's hard to do what I do. Stunning like Evil Knievel, keep a watch face see-through. I do this for my people, selling through they screen though. My mom said I was a walking felony, cause I kept 16s in the closet like Kelly. Shop with the sellers. Dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, I'm a hustler for real. Nah, dog, I'm not a mad rapper. I'm a disgruntled MC, and I teach you dudes about tussling with me. Truth is, I hate these marks. I should pull this jammy and spark and leave these rappers handicap park. And when you see your boy out, bow down and kiss the ring. With a crew about myself, I ain't worried about a thing. This is Shot City, man. Where the f you from? And your chick can't go if she ain't gobbling. My partner Supreme told me flows hard on these monkeys. I hit Pro Gyms and told them make my wrist chunky. Chain hung like donkey. And for them dudes who want it, nickname beautiful, keep them brass on me. Homie, I'm funky like woo. Leg shots to let you know that I'm serious. When them blocks get hot, I'm in the streets bare chested. I got money invested. These detectives. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, I'm serious in this mother. I'm a hustler for real.
This ain't the young and restless. You could say the drama like support boy. Put your life on pause like a comma. When you cutting corners and you stacking money, it's like intern comedians, man, they get to acting funny. I know the MCs, the real MCs. Same old same dude, man, them was shopping with me. Get a pumpkin head in front of your little daughter. You a broke pop machine, you out of order. I'ma come and get you. Don't make me hit you with shells like a snail or an armadillo. Watch your blue lights with the blue films, slice it, make him look like he got gills. This ain't artificial, man, this real. Throw him in Lake Michigan and hope the nigga can't swim. And if he can't, I guess he won't live. Giving names, get your change, he ain't hate a bill. They nothing, Charlie. Let's go. I am the grain. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, I'm a hustler for real.
Ha 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 ha. I like how I did that. Because in the song, they were saying, ha 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 ha. So I went, ha 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 ha.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Kava and Kratom around. Mitra 9. MITRA-9.com. And right here, I got the sparkling watermelon Kava seltzer. Let's take a sip together, folks. Oh, it's made me cough. Here's the deal. MITRA-9.com. And at checkout, Use keyword Hoppe to save 20%.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Ryan's tall like the sky, 6'9" he's fly. From Chicago to the Bay, in St. Pete he'll stay. Ryan's tall like the sky, 6'9" he's fly. From Chicago to the Bay, in St. Pete he'll stay. Talk of love and fame, dating life's his game. News on stars he spills, with laughter fills. Hoppe Hour, all you need. Rich and Ely, take a seat.
Yeah, bitch.
Got the groove. The hour makes you move.
My favorite part.
A cat by the side.
Yeah.
In Florida they reside.
Oh, sure.
Stories wild and free.
Yeah. 856 49 Hoppe. It's 856 494 6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
It's time for Hoppe's Inbox, only on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Oh, yeah. We got a huge response from my cute little selfie I took last night. The caption was, I'm pretty freaked out over the hurricane, but I still think having some positive attitude and vibe helps. Please be safe. And we got a lot of comments on this post. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Scott Hill says, are you evacuating? I said, yes, sir, not leaving the state or anything, but I think I'm heading to a friend's house in Tampa. I have to evacuate my place in St. Pete. You be safe, brother, is another guy. I'm in Orlando, and sure, it's not going to be as bad as what you're going to get. And my cousin says, stay safe and take care. I love the saying, stay safe, because there's really nothing I could do. Like, if you drive a new car, yeah, that's a way to stay safe. Like, pay attention to the road. Jack Doherty. But like, what can I do during a hurricane? There's really nothing I can do to stay safe. All right. We're going to move on, and we're going to talk about this. All right. So, as a lot of you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I cannot stand Travis Kelce's ex named Kayla Nicole. And it's kind of become fun because I'm pretty sure she knows who the hell I am because she blocked me. And my whole point of my video, one of my most watched videos ever, so I'm pretty sure she knows exactly who I am. I was saying that she's nothing without Travis because that's all she talks about. Because that was when she peaked and whatnot. And I was starting to debate, like, am I being a dick? I was starting to go like, oh no, maybe I'm being too harsh. But then I saw this and I went, no, you're just as awful as you claim to be. or I claim to think you are. Kayla Nicole awkwardly name drops Travis Kelce in sports betting gig. Kayla Nicole was put in a tough spot at her new job, being forced to talk about her famous ex-boyfriend while breaking down some sports bets. And yeah, it's pretty awkward. It all went down on the I Am Athlete Daily Show. Oh, we all watched that. Here's the audio of it.
It's time for I Am Picks presented by Vivid Picks.
She needs to talk a little slower. Slow down. Like, I know you do cocaine and you're used to having sex with people that have CTE, so it goes fast. Relax.
Right, y'all. The Saints and the Chiefs have the Monday Night Football spot. Does the GOAT, Patrick Mahomes, throw more than 235.5 yards?
She's not bad, but like saying that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT, give it some time, honey.
Right above his average versus super aggressive defense. Primetime more.
But a slow start for the guy, Travis Kelce. Do you think
slow start for the guy, Travis Kelce? That's awkward.
That he's going to get more than 58.5 receiving yards?
Yeah, I think he gets more. Say no Rashid Rice. They tried to force feed him last time, so you're going to definitely need him.
Derek Carr, he's throwing for less than 208.5 yards against the Chiefs defense?
I'm going to go more.
This podcast is terrible. But who am I to talk? It has 10,000 likes. I'm sure her being attractive and Travis Kelce's ex has nothing to do with it. Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole, set to speak out on Angel Reese's podcast this week. Two girls I can't stand. Angel Reese, who thinks she's better than she is because she can't make a layup, and all her rebounds come from missing layups, and hating on Caitlin Clark, and obviously my past with Kayla Nicole. WNBA star Angel Reese has secured a huge guest for her podcast this week. And Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole. I didn't know this. Kelce and Nicole dated for 5 years, breaking up more than a year before Taylor was romantically linked to the 35-year-old Kelce. So that's like a half a decade relationship. I can see how she's bitter, but she needs to move on. Kelce's personal life, especially who he is dating, has garnered public interest well before Taylor blew that part. She doesn't blow anything. Into another universe, and if she does, she uses teeth. The Chiefs tight end assumed a Bachelor-style lead role in the reality show, catching Kelce with 50 women hoping to win his love. Maya Benbury won the show, but her and Kelce split a month before filming ended in 2016. Kelce will no doubt be talked about on Unapologetically Angel, as Nicole has not said much in the past about the tight end's relationship with the 14-time Grammy winner. Nicole did unfollow Patrick and Brittany Mahomes on social media last year and explained to people why she did it. I love how that's news, her unfollowing somebody. Think about that. There's somebody in the news department, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that they have to like make sure that they are up to date with everybody that's been unfollowed. Do you ever think about that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's like, there's somebody that they have to go, yo, check to see if she's still following her, and they probably have a whole guideline. And I'm sure they make great money and whatnot, but I don't want that job unless it's full-time with benefits. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. Now, I'm a really big fan of the Manning cast on ESPN2. Football purists don't like it because it's kind of like a podcast and it's goofy and funny. But I will tell you, Bill Belichick is quite fascinating on that show. And last night they showed Taylor, and here was Bill's reaction. I love that. It's more of a visual, but him going, ugh, when she's clapping. She's doing that acting thing where she's like, go sports bar, go, run. You know she knows nothing about football. Peyton and Eli are laughing.
Big first half for Kelce.
What?
Big first half for Kelce.
He sounds so fed up with it because he's dating that like 23-year-old. So, you know, he has to hear about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift all day long.
Big first half for Kelce. Too big. Too big.
That is the most Bill Belichick way of saying, I don't want you on my screen. Mm-hmm. He fascinates me because everybody's hating on him for dating a 23-year-old. But then, like, a lot of the 40-year-old, like, women that used to date older guys when they were younger are now mad that they're older and that the older guys are dating the younger girls. And it's like, sorry. It's called being hypocritical. 856-49-HOBBY. It's 856-494-6773. According to DJ Academics, Cardi B allegedly cheated on Offset with Stephon Diggs, wide receiver in the NFL, when she was 8 months pregnant and is also currently piping two other rappers' girls. Stephon Diggs is. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. First of all, Barstool always writes their articles in a weird way, so that took a second to read. But Cardi B did not cheat on not DJ Academics. Cardi B did not cheat on Offset. Offset cheated on her all the time. They're essentially in like an open relationship and they're like buddies and they don't want to break up, but they're bad for each other. So it wasn't like, let's say they were monogamous. He has so many side chicks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I think I've broken the record for saying ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls today. He has so many side chicks that she can get some too. And, you know, he was probably on tour and she's pregnant and probably really horny and needed some. And, you know, an NFL wide receiver. Yeah, they're prima donnas. Yeah, they're annoying as hell. But you know that when it comes time to lay the pipe, that they do that. So I'm on X a lot, Twitter. I can't believe the first time ever I've called it X. And there's a lot of like negativity on Twitter. Ever since that loser, I don't care that he's the richest person in the universe. Ever since Elon Musk bought X, it has become absolute garbage. And I saw this post here. It's from Shitpost Gateway. And it's a review of The Dark Knight from 2008. And it says, bruh, we supposed to believe these mother effers were fighting over Maggie Gyllenhaal? And I could not believe my eyes that people were thinking that Maggie Gyllenhaal is not attractive. If you were out there making a review for a movie from 16 going on 17 years ago, and you are saying that Maggie Gyllenhaal is not attractive, you are what they call a loser that will never, ever get a girl. Because that is quite an attractive girl. Now, is she like Kardashian hot? No, but you can often tell if someone is an incel and if they don't get any type of, if they don't get any type of, you know, girls, if they are critiquing someone that's pretty like Maggie Gyllenhaal. Now, I don't know if you can tell by my Chicago accent, but I am from Chicago.
If a Chicago accent and Florida man went on a wild weekend and ended up with a kid, it would be Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. Tune in for the chaos.
Oh, we are. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, who every time there's a new mayor, I think the previous mayor was the worst one ever. I thought Rahm Emanuel was the worst mayor ever. Then I thought Lori Lightfoot was the worst mayor ever. And then even before Rahm Emanuel, I thought Mayor Daley wasn't great. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Brandon Johnson is the worst mayor to ever run that city. And he flips off a reporter who asks whether it's a good idea for him to travel to London for a Bears game this week and whether he is currently on leave from his former employer and largest campaign donor, the Chicago Teachers Union, that wants nothing to do with him. So here's the audio of this racist scumbag.
Mayor, is this a good week to go to London for a Bears game? And also, who's going to pay for that trip?
Right. You hear him go, oh my, you're supposed to kiss my ass. I'm the mayor of Chicago. You never talk bad about me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to London to a...
You know, when you're delaying your answer, that's because you know that you shouldn't be going, okay. I'd rather be friends with like Chance the Rapper and all these Chicago people than actually be a good leader because I'm a scumbag.
All right. I'm going to London to attract business to Chicago.
Yeah, you got to tell them that you got to like put like gates over your windows so you don't get broken into, buddy. The crime has gone up.
Okay. I'm going to London to attract business in Chicago.
Or are you going to the game?
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
You already know the answer to that. But I just want to make sure that you do the people of Chicago service. Because I have to be very honest with you.
I've never done anything for the city of Chicago besides making a joke.
It's pretty jacked up the way you frame that.
Right.
That is. It is. It's disrespectful and condescending.
No, it's the truth. You're a little bitch. You make everything about race. You are a dividing scumbag, and you got caught. You little pussy.
Yes, it is. That the black man is going to London for a game.
No one said anything about race, you asswipe. That's when you know, and this is going to be a real, that's when you know that you are a corrupt asswipe, is when you make it about, race. Nobody said anything. We'd be saying the same thing if Mayor Daley or Rahm Emanuel did it, you imbecile.
It's disrespectful. It is.
I'm going to make everything about race because everything I've done for the city has been crap. So that's my way of being a scapegoat because I'm a loser.
And people get away with that too much. They do. The governor went to Tokyo.
Okay. That doesn't mean anything. The governor wasn't going to, let's say, an exhibition game.
The governor went to Tokyo to attract business. The mayor of Chicago is going to London to attract business. And while I'm there, I'm going to root for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I'm going to be as corrupt as possible and cheat on my wife like the scumbag that I am. And everybody hates working with me, and everybody's on strike in the city of Chicago. But it's never my fault. Because I inherited problems. But I claim to be so great, so if I'm so great, I shouldn't have to go to another country to get people to come here, because it should already be a great city. All you morons, all you sycophants clapping for this asswipe.
You confirm if you're not or are you on leave from CTU?
Okay. All right. I'm the mayor of Chicago.
He gives me wife beater energy. Like his temper, he gets mad. Like I thought Lori Lightfoot got mad over things, but my God.
You're not or are you on leave from CTU?
Okay. All right. I'm the mayor of Chicago, you all. I'm the mayor of Chicago.
That's cool. What have you done for me since? It's like when Ron DeSantis says, I'm the governor of Florida. What have you done for me recently, bud? Cool, you got elected. Literally nobody voted. And you'll probably be voted out again.
Let me just, look, I'm trying my best to keep composure for these last 15 months.
Yeah, the last 15 months have been a joke for the city. And by the way, if you're trying to keep your composure and you're telling people in a press conference that you're trying to keep your composure, that means you have anger problems.
But the fact that we are still trying to litigate stuff that I already beat. Let me just say this one more time. I already won.
Yeah, you already won. Are you going to win again? I literally might move to Chicago just for a month, just so I can vote you out, bitch. I'll actually vote.
I am already the mayor of Chicago.
You know this sociopath brags about that. I'm the mayor. I should get the fanciest table for the nice porterhouse steak. You suck.
Stop talking old news that nobody even cares about. Not one parent has ever asked me that question.
Oh, really?
Not one Chicagoan has ever asked me that question.
Probably because you're not approachable. When are you ever out and about? You hide in your office. Of course no one's going to ask you. And you're probably asked about it all the time on Twitter. Liar.
Did you know what they have asked me? What? Will you make sure that the children who are unhoused in this city have an opportunity to lay down their head?
The way he's getting so mad, you know he got caught.
That's what they're asking me. Will we have social workers and counselors, Mayor Johnson? My full-time and only job is to run this city, to love my black wife and my black children.
Everything's about race. Because you have nothing. You're a grifter. If you constantly have to go back to race over and over, you have nothing.
Go ahead, Sarah.
I would not want to work for him. I don't think he would hire me because he's probably racist against white people. So he would look at me and be like, sorry, not going to hire you.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Entertainment / flip mode. Yours truly, Pat Poos Pat. Poos, let's go.
All your sweet talk, it don't mean a thing. Let me break it down for you, make it simple and clean. I got a question, not gonna ask twice. When you chillin' with a girl on Saturday night, you try to play me, acting like a fool. Saw you kissing up another girl, breaking the rules. Have your fun in the game, but when you get home, lady, you'll be packing your things. Cause you thought that you had the best of me, but you just didn't see. Should've thought before you messed around. Next time's gonna look at you were everything, everything to me, but I'm sorry, babe. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Thought you read me, babe. You are everything, everything to me, but I'm sorry, babe. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Thought you read me. Tell me one thing before I let it out. Was she worth the problems that you're asking? Having now, but you can have her. Call her up on the phone, tell her that you're coming over. I don't want you to know. So just wait. Get your lies out my face. Take it to your other girl. She can deal with the case. Cause you started the game. There's nothing more that you can say to get me to stay. You thought that you had the best of me, but you just didn't see. Should've thought before you messed around. Next time's gonna look at you. You were everything, everything to me, but I'm sorry, babe. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Thought you read me, baby. You were everything, everything to me, but I'm sorry, baby.
Y'all know who this is? Yeah. Pat Poos Pat. Poos. I want you to have all my children. You should feel honored. We live in the days of our lives with no Oscar. Even though I'm young and restless from all the drama, relationships is something like a soap opera. Cause if your man met you and left his ex-girl, what make you think he won't leave you for the next girl? Caught your husband creeping with the girl next door. It came back like a boomerang, you vexed, girl. Equality is what keep me and my lady standing. So when I tell her she pretty, she tell me I'm handsome. If you and your man had a misunderstanding, let me bone your mind to this understanding. He's supposed to teach you to understand him. So that's not a misunderstanding, that's a misunderstanding. He treats you like trash, somebody will treat you better. Cause one man's trash is another man's treasure.
You thought you had the best of me. I knew, but you just didn't see. Should've thought before you messed around. Next time's gonna look at you. To
Oh, yeah. Addictive. And Papoose with Everything. A song that never really made it. But here they are on Hoppe Hour. Oh, yeah.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, what's going on?
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, one more time?
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let the beat drop to me. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD around at DZBZHoney.com. Get the best honey sticks, lollipops, lick the lollipop, the rapper, or a jar of honey. However the hell you need your Delta 8 CBD honey, go to DZBZHoney.com and at checkout, use keyword Hoppe. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com. And at checkout, use keyword Ryan20, RYAN20 to save 20%. All right, here's the deal. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour. We're going to get this party going right after this.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hey, this is Lex Staley with the Lex and Terry Radio Network. We are nationally syndicated, and this guy is so much better than we are. So you should get back to the Hoppe Hour.
Did you know Ryan Hoppe is bipolar? He loves it. No, he hates it. He loves it. No, he hates it. Get what we did there. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, man. We've had some crazy vibes so far on Hoppe Hour, so let's get some lo-fi here.
Hoppe Hour in the air, feel the vibe everywhere. Kick back in your chair, life beyond compare. Hoppe Hour, take it slow, let the rhythm gently flow. Catch the beats in the glow, tune in, let it grow. Hoppe Hour, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hoppe Hour
856 49 Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour.
It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Robert Saleh, fired by the New York Jets.
Yeah, like a street.
A womp, womp, womp. So, this last show I did 2 days ago, or yesterday, I forget. I talked about Jack Doherty, who is the kick streamer who got banned on there for driving his McLaren and totaling the car and texting while driving and making his friend film it after his friend was bleeding from the face.
Chill with us, nothing less.
And he was making good money. Let me turn this off. Enough of that. We get the name of the show. It's Hoppe Hour. So Jack Doherty, I talked about him. It's on my YouTube at Ryan Hoppe Radio. He is now begging for money on TikTok Live.
Everyone double tap the screen. We're almost at 1 million likes, guys. Let's see how fast we can hit it. James Ellis, thank you for the galaxy, bro. I just followed you back. Guys, let's see how fast we can hit my galaxy goal. I'm going to follow everyone back once we hit it. Appreciate y'all. Cole with the galaxy. Thank you, Cole. I appreciate it.
He's like, yeah, if you're 16 years old, hit me up because I'm going to sign you to OnlyFans when you turn 18. And my parents are probably not that proud of me.
Thank you, Aiden, for following Live Creator. How'd you crash your car? I hydroplaned. I literally hydroplaned. I'm in a McLaren.
And you were texting while driving?
In the pouring rain. What do you expect? You guys have never drove a McLaren.
Oh, we've never driven a McLaren because we wouldn't buy a crappy car like that. I'm good with my Honda Accord. You little bitch. 856-49-HOPPY. I was going to say, speaking of a little bitch, but then I'd be mean.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Miss Americana is on the billionaires list. 1 year after officially becoming a billionaire, Taylor Swift's estimated net worth, according to Forbes, has been revealed to be an outstanding $1.6 billion.
Good for her.
Her updated net worth, which jumped from $500 million since October 2023, made her the world's richest female musician, surpassing Rihanna, who is worth an estimated $1.4 billion.
I wonder how Rihanna feels about that, because she seems pretty humble, and we'll talk about her and A$AP Rocky in a second, but she seems like wifey material, and then you literally have Taylor Swift, who does not seem like wifey material.
Taylor's record-breaking international Eras Tour, which began in March 2023 and is set to conclude in December after 149 shows, was largely credited for boosting her net worth, with Forbes reporting that she's the first musician to make the billionaire ranking primarily based on her songs and performances.
She makes it primarily based on hating on men and it never being her fault.
Grammy-winning artist has amassed almost $600 million, according to Forbes, in royalties and touring alone. Her music catalog is also worth about $600 million, and her...
All right, so she's making a lot of money. Good for her. A$AP Rocky reveals when he fell in love with Rihanna.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
A$AP Rocky has love on the brain. The rapper dishes about where he thinks his longtime love Rihanna first fell head over heels for him in a new interview with W Magazine.
They're showing a picture of him and Rihanna at the Met Gala, and she's wearing a dress, and A$AP Rocky is dressed up like a bunch of Captain Crunch. It's a very weird outfit.
During the interview at the Mercer Hotel in New York City, the musician shares he believes Riri fell for him while the two were filming one of his music videos together at the hotel's location over a decade ago.
They're showing the music video of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, and you can totally see the sexual tension within the music video.
He tells the Mag in an interview published October 8th, quote, "This is very special because this is the first place she fell in love with me."
Oh, really?
Adding Virgil Abloh shot the music video for Fashion Killa in 2012. And
that was almost 13 years ago? Whoa!
That was the same couch where Rihanna and I sat in the first scene.
And the first time she gave me head.
As for when A$AP knew he found love with Rihanna, with whom he now shares sons RZA and Riot, well, turns out it didn't take him long to figure it out.
Yeah, you got a chance with Rihanna. I think I'd figure it out too. Oh, wow. Look at you, A$AP Rocky, figuring it out.
He admits of his relationship with the Umbrella singer. "I knew from when we were younger. We both did, I think. So
oh, really?
It was only right when we got older. We just kind of reconnected."
She got tired of dating scumbags and being one of the 9 girlfriends of the night of Drake. And she's like, I need me a man.
Of course, the two have been dating since 2019, but have been longtime friends. Rihanna dished to Interview Magazine back in April that their bond as friends meant they knew what they were in for when they hooked up, explaining, "I've seen him in relationships, he's seen me in relationships. We've seen each other outside of relationships."
Wow. You didn't say relationships a lot. That's every word you said.
We knew what we're capable of and the trouble that we could bring to each other's lives.
Oh, the trouble.
We can make or break each other's hearts, and so we started dating with a lot of caution.
There's a lot of caution on your part, Rihanna. I'm sure there was no caution with him.
Adding, "I just let whatever was supposed to happen happen. It's either going to die or blossom, but I'm going to let it decide itself."
And it seems to be working out. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You know who doesn't seem to have things working out? Cardi B.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Cardi B is clapping back on plastic surgery claims after welcoming baby number 3.
She does this every single day. There's these headlines. Chrissy Teigen claps back. Rihanna claps, or not really Rihanna, but like Chrissy Teigen claps back. Cardi B claps back. Why do you care?
The 31-year-old is shutting down claims that she underwent plastic surgery after welcoming her third child with ex Offset. Cardi writes on X, formerly Twitter.
You can stop doing that. I am sick and tired of the site going formerly known as Twitter. It's going on a year. We know.
On October 5th, saying, quote, "Y'all really need to relax. This is how my body really looks like." The rapper adds that her hourglass figure has been exaggerated recently due to the shapewear she's been sporting. She adds, quote, "I want y'all to think with y'all brain. Y'all was just praising my body couple days ago. Do y'all think I went and got surgery in 2 days?"
Yeah, you're like a billionaire, maybe.
Cardi, who shares daughter Culture and son Wave with Offset, welcomed her third child on September 7th. In the time since, she shares that she's returned to the gym, working out 1 week after giving birth. Shortly after giving a glimpse into her workout routine.
All right. I have that saying, if I'm bored, you're bored. We know you got plastic surgery. If you're having if you're having a kid with someone that you cheat on all the time and he cheats on you, you're not making the best decisions. Here's LeBron talking about Bronny James.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I mean, for a father, I mean, it means everything. I mean, for someone who didn't have that, growing up, to be able to have that influence on your kids and have the influence on your son.
He seems very concerned that Bronny might not be good at basketball.
Have moments with your son. And then ultimately, to be able to work with your son, I think that's one of the greatest things that a father could ever hope for or wish for, so to speak.
This is audio from Good Morning America. And why does it, I'm going to take my mouth away from the microphone. Why does it sound like LeBron's over here talking about Bronny? Why is it that these millionaire news sites, and whenever you see like a lawyer go on ABC News to talk about, like, let's say the Diddy case, or famous comedians get podcasts, that you can't get better equipment? You get microphones that do this. Nonsense. Utterly nonsense. You know what else is nonsense? Is the fact that R. Kelly thought he had a chance against the Supreme Court.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
The Supreme Court will not take up the appeal of R. Kelly.
Yeah, he's behind bars forever and ever.
The highest court today declined to hear the case from the music star who is currently in prison for sex crimes. Kelly told the Supreme Court that he was wrongly prosecuted. Now, the court does have several other high-profile cases on the docket for the start of its term in fall.
On Monday, justices let stand a lower court decision saying Texas hospitals cannot be required to provide emergency abortions that
the fact that we're even talking about emergency abortions, our country has taken some steps back.
In fall.
On Monday, justices let stand a lower court decision saying Texas hospitals cannot be required to provide emergency abortions that violate state law. That is a blow to an appeal by the Biden administration. The nation's highest court will hear arguments tomorrow in a case about whether the federal government can regulate untraceable firearms known as ghost guns.
Sounds like our country's going really well. If you care about what somebody else does with their body, you are a weirdo. On Fletcher Avenue in Tampa Bay, I'm going to be a little local right now. There's like a women's health clinic, and it seems like a pretty good place. It's pink. It's pretty on the outside. And there's these protesters that will be out there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I keep saying that today. Of the gallery. And the funny part is, like, they will literally hold up signs where it shows like dead guts. And I go, I know that's what abortion is, but I don't need to be seeing that. And you're literally wearing long sleeves in the middle of Florida while wearing cowboy hats. So I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that you are a loser if you're doing that. You're not somebody I want to hang out with. Keanu Reeves tried to do race car driving.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Keanu Reeves goes for a slide.
Yep, Keanu Reeves spun out in his pro racing debut, but he...
Sorry about that phone call. I was getting a call from Spectrum. Spectrum Internet has called me over and over and over and over and over. Did I say over again? To tell me that there might be an effect on the internet in my area. Whoa, you're telling me when there's a hurricane, the worst one in 100 years, the worst one in literally a century, the worst one in 1,200 months? Wow, I did that. You're telling me that this might be a bad hurricane? Whoa! Ridiculous. I get it. You know what I would like? A phone call from 855 Spectrum, whatever the number is. It's an 855 area code. Can I have one that says that we're going to bring back the prices of $55 a month internet because it's $110? Screw you. Okay, back to Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves goes for a slide.
Yep, Keanu Reeves spun out in his pro racing debut, but he got right back on the track.
Hell yeah, keep grinding, bruh.
60-year-old was at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
What? He's 60 years old?
And finished the weekend 24th out of 33 cars. He got behind the wheel to promote his upcoming graphic novel, The Book of Elsewhere.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense. He's been around a while, but 60 years old, Keanu Reeves? Wow.
So thrilled to get there and then do it.
And check out Celine Dion. The Grammy winner got drenched by Gatorade, and she loved it.
Oh, great. That's riveting news. She got drenched. That's all you can do in Canada. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. I see this headline here. Cardi B welcomes another addition to the family, and it's a cat. And the cat looks very annoyed.
Meow. Oh, snappity snap snap.
That's what she should name the cat. Snappity snap snap.
Weeks after giving birth to baby number 3, Cardi B poses with another new addition to the family. This time, a fur baby.
Look at this cat right here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I will post this on Ryan Hoppe Radio. This cat right here looks absolutely, positively annoyed. Looks like how my cat looks whenever I hold her. She has that look in her eyes, and she's like, put me down.
I'm a fur baby.
It's just it's a new experience for me.
On Monday, the 31-year-old shared a pic on X with her new cat, matching the gray feline and all. Captioning it, quote, meow, new family member. Guess her name.
Wop.
Maybe it's Perfect or Cardi Cat.
What ass pussy cat. That is the only logical name.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
$6 million's what it cost them to put back together that cat Steve Austin. Now the far right is bionic. Over 6 million tracks with 10 million topics. I'm fiber optic, crystal clear with my projection. Whack MCs get clothesline when they walk across my intersection. They need protection, some guidance, some right direction. A job center with application for a new profession. Never set for nothing less. I blaze contests and set shots for paydays. In strange ways, life twist and turn. Word to gangstar. In this business, Skrilla hard to earn. I format attack, new knack technique. Speak with a passion on wax and tape and CD. Mad niggas front for paper and switch like a bitch, in and out like a crossfader. All I know is how to rock shit. They say the hotter the MC, the hotter the spot. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. See, I got books of lyrics on deck like Tash. Pocket full of cash, ready to bounce, roll and splash. C to and hash, Pro Tour in Damascus. Grab the mic, flex my wrist and hit like Sampras. Handle this, make you believe like an evangelist that real MCs are coming to reclaim Los Angeles. And hence I stand a chance to finally get my time to shine in the Golden State like Spreewell after halftime. This beat is hot, it make me lock like astronaut. Make K-Rool set that shit for my peoples when we blow spots. Pause, freeze, my steeds rose like E's, V12 trees and 7 C's. If you didn't know, champ, the far I hate rules of lowlands, brother, from the liquid camp. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. MCs get damaged like civilized to savage. Sharp lyrics cut deep wounds. These niggas need bandages. They can't handle this Los Angeles relentless pressure. Full court, measure for measure. I'm like Pacino, a game plan Gambino. Every verse starts with defense first, like a casino. Every minute, every hour, I use brain power. For Mr. Space Shuttle Challenger, I devour. I tower like Eiffel, bust all verses like rifles, bust all bullets through flesh, unless you're wearing a vest. And even then I still enter the human form of a splinter. The summer, fall, spring, and winter. Liquid crew member, champion contender. Holy like the month of December. The rhyme prototype. Shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. Lock shit down. Lock, the far I hit a lock shit. Lock shit.
It's Bionic by Defari. Woo! I heard this on the Stretch and Bobito radio show from back in the day. They were mentioned in the show Power, and I was like, what is that? And it's like a mixtape show that was in New York, and this was on it. A good song. This following segment has been brought to you by the best, and I mean the best, MMA trainer in all of the Bay Area, Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. When you go there and you tell him that I sent you, he will hook you up. Also, I can't just go into my read. I messed up. I didn't press this.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Also, this following segment has been brought to you by the best barber in all of the Bay Area, Rich Cayley. Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. Let's let the beat drop. Oh, yeah. This is Sexy Girl Anthem by Roscoe Dash. And when you get your haircut from Rich K. Barber, Rich Cayley Master Barbershop, it'll be like Sexy Girl Anthem all the time. All right, here's how this goes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. Sign up for a haircut at richkbarber.com. And when you go there, you'll be able to save $10. This is also being brought to you by counselingoncall.net. Do you need help with your mental health? We all do. Go to counselingoncall.net and sign up and get help with your mental health. Alrighty. We're going to come back at Hoppe Hour, and we're going to keep this party going right after this.
And now, something completely different.
If a radio show was an energy drink, it would be Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What show?
The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh no.
Countdown clock ticking, happy hours on the prowl. 10 seconds left, set to take back the dial. Celebrity gossip, date tales that get wild. Sex talk spicy, every moment ain't mild. Nothing but juicy, the story's about to drop. 9 seconds, lean in, don't let the beat stop. Raunchy discussions like the cherry on top. Happy hour, Ryan's here, rising to the top. 8 seconds closer, hear the crowd cheer. Ryan Hoppe's back, the moment draws near. Celebrity drama, it's all crystal clear. Tune into the Hoppe Hour, the champ is here. 7 seconds, we're ready for the tease. Lost loves and scandals, calling out the sleaze. Pouring out the truth, never serving it with ease. Hoppe's got the juice, bringing them to their knees. 6 seconds left.
856
The floor.
49 Hoppe.
Grips, what y'all waiting?
It's 856-494-6773.
Ryan Hoppe.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
5 seconds now.
You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Compromise. Push the limits, go beyond the skies. Hoppe Hour's back, spark up fresh vibes.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Taylor Swift finally showed up at a Kansas City Chiefs game. If you're cheering for Taylor, you're a moron. It's going to be weird being so famous that everybody cheers for you besides Hoppe Hour.
Welcome back to Kansas City. Taylor Swift is here.
Taylor Swift is back in the game. Are you ready for it?
No, we're not. We're never ready for it.
The pop star returning to Arrowhead Stadium to support boyfriend Travis Kelce.
He looked really sad last night when he got taken out of the game, and then Patrick Mahomes threw the interception in the end zone. I don't know why you would take Travis Kelce out of the red zone.
Her first game in nearly a month after missing the star tight end's last 2 away games.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, always love having Taylor's support.
Duh.
I just have a great time with these things.
You sound so excited. I love sports ball.
Check out Tay arriving at the stadium, making her entrance a fashion moment with this plaid mini dress, tall black boots, and cheeks full of glitter. When I walk in the room,
Oh, her music's awful. Okay, she was at the game. Not that interesting. This, though, is interesting.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
More than a dozen states are suing TikTok, claiming the company's harming the mental health of young people and misleading the public about the platform's safety for young users. The lawsuits filed individually by states claim the social media company violated customer protection laws and is contributing to a teen mental health crisis.
All right. I got off of TikTok because I couldn't stand it. I couldn't take the propaganda. I thought it was so fake. But I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, that if you are letting external things like TikTok dictate your mental health, you're doing it wrong.
TikTok is responding, saying it strongly disagrees with the claims, and they've tried to work with state attorneys general for over 2 years. The company also says it's incredibly disappointing they've taken this step rather than work with us on constructive solutions to industry-wide challenges.
It sounds very deep. 856-49 Hoppe. This headline here is interesting.
Billie Eilish is revealing why she will never discuss her sexuality ever again.
You're probably bisexual, leaning towards being into women, and that's fine. It ain't that interesting. Wow, you like going down on girls. Riveting.
After coming out last year, the singer is detailing why she'll continue to keep her romantic life private. She tells Vogue in an article published on October 8th, quote, "I wish no one knew anything about my sexuality or anything about my dating life."
Yeah, you got exploited in that Rolling Stones interview back in April when you talked about it.
Ever, ever, ever. And I hope that they never will again. And I'm never talking about my sexuality ever again.
All right, so if you're not going to talk about it, I won't talk about it. This headline here is interesting.
Andrew Garfield is confessing details about his sex scene with co-star Florence Pugh.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Andrew is recalling filming a sex scene with Florence for their film We Live in Time that went further than intended due to a mishap on the actor's parts.
Yeah, he was getting a little turned on and whatnot.
The 41-year-old explains that the sex scene was captured on a closed set, meaning only a very small amount of people were in attendance for the sake of the actor's privacy.
Isn't he in a relationship?
He details the scene during a discussion with Josh Horowitz at the 92nd Street Y on October 4th.
I wonder, I almost said ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I wonder though, if he was trying to get laid and if actors ever just end up having sex.
Saying, quote, "We were getting into it, as it were, and we go a little bit further than we were meant.
Oh, wow.
Just because we never heard cut, and it was feeling safe."
Can you? I don't even know what to say to that.
Andrew goes on to detail the two actors' methods as they continued rehearsing the choreographed moment, adding, quote, "And we're kind of like, okay, we'll go to the next thing, and the next thing.
And then I gotta tuck in my boner.
We'll let this progress, and we'll just carry on."
All right. Like he said, he'll carry on. We'll carry on from that segment.
Love Island star Hannah Smith has been arrested. On September 30th, the reality show alum was taken into custody in Atlanta, Georgia. And
she looks like a nut job.
Charged with 2 felonies for terroristic threats and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer.
Wow.
According to court documents obtained by E! News.
She's the hottest terrorist ever.
Hannah was released on bond the following day, October 1st, and has since returned to social media with no mention of the charges.
Yeah, she's not going to be like, I'm a terrorist. I'm going to dress up as that for Halloween.
There are no further details on the specifics of the arrest.
Okay.
As fans recall, the 26-year-old was one of the, quote, OG girls that appeared on the 6th season of the hit dating show and was first coupled up with Kendall Washington.
Those shows, you talk about actors trying to have sex scenes in movies, those shows seem really slutty.
However, after Hannah kissed fellow contestant Hakeem White in a challenge, Kendall and Hannah's romance did not last much longer.
A dating show's romance not lasting longer? Whoa! Breaking news! You're telling me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that when you meet on a dating show that is scripted and essentially exploiting you, that it's not a true relationship? I had no idea. Breaking news. You don't get real relationships off of those shows? No way. By the way, you know what's interesting? I went to high school with Kyle Adams, or Abrams. I think it was Abrams, though I swear I'm not lying. He was on Love is Blind, like the first season. And it was so weird. I did a few podcasts with him when I graduated high school in 2012. And we were trying to do like a sports radio podcast similar to 670 The Score in Chicago, which back in the day, it's still on and doing well, but back in the day, 670 The Score with Mully and Hanley in the morning, McNeil and Spiegel in the middays, and then the best show ever, Boers and Bernstein in the afternoon. Every sports fan listened to that in Chicago, and we were trying to be like that. And I had a speech impediment. And I remember I was at Kyle's house. And I was trying to do like, they did something called the 670 to Score scoreboard update. And I was talking about like sports, and I was like, like I couldn't get a word out. Let me see if I can. It's time for the Ryan Hoppe Sports Report. Robert Saleh was fired from the New York Jets. The Kansas City Chiefs last night beat the Saints. And Travis Kelce is pussy whipped by Taylor Swift. And that is your sports update on Hoppe Hour. Speaking of sports, Tiana Taylor's ex, Iman Shumpert, addresses Amber Rose romance rumors. Dun, dun, dun.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Iman Shumpert is shutting down those Amber Rose romance rumors.
They're just hooking up. You take a girl to the beach doesn't mean you had sex with her. Maybe you got head.
The former NBA star is responding directly to...
Okay, stop this. I am sick and absolutely tired. I'll even swear. I'm sick and fucking tired of every single time there's a professional athlete being covered by celebrity news, they go star. Iman Shumpert was not a star. You know what made Iman Shumpert famous? And he even talks about it all the time. When Kobe Bryant scored like 30 points on him in the fourth quarter or something like that. He was a good player. He made the league. Say former NBA baller, former NBA player. But Iman Shumpert was not a star. And when they say that, that's lazy journalism.
Former NBA star is responding directly to fans who speculate that he and the model are an item
Yeah, they definitely are hooking up, though.
After being photographed during a beach outing in Miami, following his 2023 split from musician Teyana Taylor. But Iman is clearing up any confusion, telling TMZ, nah, we went to College Hill together, referencing their 2023 BET Plus reality show, adding, yeah, we friends. Any other time, y'all would have just let us eat, but I get it. He doubled down when asked again about the rumors, clarifying, nah, that's my peoples. Last month, Amber and Iman were spotted at a Florida beach together and were photographed leaving together in towels. Iman's ex, Teyana Taylor, filed for divorce from the former Cleveland Cavaliers star back in January of 2023, according to court documents obtained by TMZ at the time.
So yeah, he cheated on her and they broke up. Riveting. This next headline is interesting. Tiana Trump, who I believe is a porn star, she went on the Adam 22 podcast, yeah, that serial alleged rapist, and she says that she used to mess with Indiana Pacer players at the age of 16.
No, totally. So the person that like got me into porn was a Pacers player. I was 16.
Oh, it's good.
16 years old, and he hit me up on Instagram. So we had been, and we have pictures, we have videos of me 16 and having sex with this man.
It sounds good.
I'm not 16's age of consent though, so he's good. But
no, it's not.
It's not on Twitter, but okay.
No, not on Twitter. I'm Adam 22. I got caught going to Canada to have sex with a 16-year-old.
He's good, but
it's
still
not on Twitter, but okay.
Yeah, I know, right? They're like, fuck, assholes. But I told him like a couple years ago, I was like, how old do you think I am? And he like said some dumb shit like 26, 20. I was like, no. And when I met you, I was 16. He like, because he would videotape me.
Did he freak out?
No.
When he realized.
You're telling me the rich and elite are a bunch of pedophiles? I had no idea. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch that radio dial or that streaming device. However the hell you are listening to my show known as Hoppe Hour. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Go, 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 go.
Nigga, I'm just playing with you. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers, chasing that meal. Right. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. No. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers, chasing that meal. Right. On the block, bang, bang, boogie. I'm the candy man with a bag full of goodies. Oh, but these ain't for the children. them smokers behind the building. Damn, getting money is a hell of a feeling. If you ain't stacking chips, what's the point of dealing? You don't hear me cry about dollars. If it's money in the street, then it's money in my wallet. They say it's all about the money and the power. So cop the weed and a whole lot of powder. You made it in a week and I made it in an hour. I roll with killers and you roll with cowards. Dark City is dangerous, and it ain't too many niggas that's scared to bust. But niggas know they can't play with us, and them out-of-towners know they can't slang with us. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal.
In my hood, they get it crackin', homie. So gats is on me. Hood version of Axel Foley. Round the way, them cats is hungry. They bust clips and they don't fuck with the rats or police. Don't act like you Bammers know me. You're wrong. We can't get along like Shaq and Kobe. All I do is sit back and blow trees. So you know my 4 favorite words is acid, drug, please. This youngin's running with a rack of OGs. It's a cold world, so we have to hold heat. Keep talking, I'll leave your ass with no teeth. Had you running home like that bastard told me. Why shoot you? My man to clap you for me. Had your shirt looking like you spilled ravioli. Got a problem? Man, I smash the whole beef and make it to the hood right back in one piece. Cause
my hood ain't Beverly Hills. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. See, I'm an alley cat, avoid hood rats. A one-track man, homie, making that paper stack. You disrespect anyway and get your head cracked. And after the yellow tape gone, homie, I'm right back. See, in my hood, we cook that cocaine proper. At the table, mask on, cutting dope like a doctor. Old heads work the handguns while youngers work choppers. The girl getting money, why the hell you won't stop her, huh? I bet not catch her talking to coppers. Cause if I do my hood hot and I'm a hood hopper, I'm uptown now on First and T. Got the coke on the one-way and the dope in the alley. Hanging with youngers that kill like they from Cali. They natural born with it, they like Mickey and Mallory. I don't hate them, I just put them on salary. Tell them murk any clown in the club that smile at me. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal. My hood ain't Beverly Hills. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers chasing that meal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Got it. All right. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to get right back into it.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Holds back and he speaks. He never holds back and he speaks his mind. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's
Oh, yeah.
Make your mornings bright.
856
With Ryan Hoppe.
49 Hoppe.
We're setting things just right.
856 494 6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
One of us got very irritated with the other one of us.
Oh, it's Kelly Ripa and her whipped boyfriend, husband, Mark Consuelos. Yeah, he's good looking, and if I was gay and he was gay, I'd have sex with him. I find him so attractive, but you look at them and you go, that boy is whipped. And they literally hired him because nobody else can work with her. Mm-hmm.
Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos might have almost ended their show. During the recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, the husband and wife duo are challenged to complete the viral Titanic pose on TikTok, where the two have to pose the way Jack and Rose did on the front of the cruise ship. However, before completing the physical test, Kelly admits that Mark got, quote, irritated when she kicked him in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's not good. Girls don't realize, I don't know what it's like getting kicked in the vagina, but getting kicked in the balls.
We came in early today to try this, and did you record any of us trying it? It didn't go well. And might I say that one of us got very irritated with the other one of us.
I wasn't irritated with you.
Were you not irritated?
Yeah, just you got to put the feet on the thighs, not in.
And Kelly goes on to defend herself, placing the blame on Mark's thighs.
Kelly Ripa placing the blame on other people? That never happens. Oh, wait. It happens all the time.
TikTok, clocks a joker playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixed and Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, and now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker, silent vibe coming to an end, like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, All I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Game over.
Goodbye. And if you're listening in Florida, stay safe. I'm out of breath.